Danger Dolan. From celebrity death hoaxes to crazy iPhone maintenance tips, we count 15 internet deceptions.
Number 15.
Mars will look as big as the moon. So this strange hoax first surfaced in 2003 and has recurred every year since. It usually comes with the promise that no one alive today has ever seen this phenomenon and that it won't happen again for hundreds of years. On August 27th, 2003, Mars did get closer than it had in 50,000 years, but its distance was still 144 times further away than that of Earth's moon. It wasn't visible without a telescope and obviously wasn't anywhere near the size of our moon. When this load of moon cheese comes tumbling through your Facebook feed for the 12th year running, don't believe a word.
Number 14.
Richard Gere and the Gerbil. This one's more of an urban legend, but with no evidence to substantiate the claims, it's unlikely there's any truth to it. The story goes that several years ago, presumably after 1990's Pretty Woman, actor Richard Gere was admitted to an LA emergency room with a foreign object lodged in his rectum. The object, as you probably guessed, was a gerbil, although reports vary about whether it was dead or alive. This strange sex practice, known on the internet as gerbiling, is often attributed to gay men, although there's no evidence linking it to any known culture or subculture. While it is probable that someone somewhere has tried this, it's definitely more made up gross out story than genuine pastime. Richard Gere is straight-laced and unassuming. He doesn't court controversy like other wilder celebrities, so it's highly unlikely that this is true. Maybe if the rumor was about George Michael.
Number 13.
Facebook to start charging users. One of the most persistent serves of bullshit pie. Since 2009, bogus claims that Facebook plans to charge users for even the most basic membership service have had social junkies trembling the world over. The claims regularly come and go without any of the reported changes coming into effect, yet every year users continue to fall for it.
Number 12.
Congratulations, you're the 1 millionth viewer of this video. Please insert a piece of white bread into your disk drive to claim your prize. It's hard to believe anyone ever fell for this level of blatant bullshittery, but it caused the circulation of a lot of early 2000s adware. Other common web lies include users indicating they've read all the terms and conditions and exaggeratory acronyms like laughing out loud. I mean, has anyone in the whole of history actually rolled on the floor laughing?
Number 11.
Dead celebrity hoaxes. Fake celebrity deaths are your garden variety internet fib. Every month or so, these sorts of rumors spread like a rash across social media. The fake claims usually center on minor celebrities, often those who have retreated from the limelight following past success. This kind of celebrity no longer receives much media attention, so it's easier to build a convincing death hoax around them. Recent hoax targets have included Seinfeld actor Wayne Knight, who famously became dinner for a Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park. Another was Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin, and Culkin's emaciated looks gave credence to claims he'd suffered a drug overdose. In 2009, Scrubs star Zach Braff reportedly called his mum to assure her that he was very much still alive after an internet rumor had her fearing the worst. No ma, still here, it's those damn internet kids again.
Number 10.
Doritos Ebola. Those turkeys from 4chan are at it again. Capitalizing on Ebola hysteria and general human stupidity, users from the popular website created mass panic by spreading rumors about a supposed Ebola outbreak at a Doritos chips factory. Although there was absolutely no basis to any of the claims, the story went viral on Twitter thanks to a few doctored CNN reports.
Number 9.
Kidney thieves in New Orleans. In the lead up to the 1997 Mardi Gras festivities, rumors spread of a ring of local organ thieves that were reportedly planning a large-scale operation. Their objective? Steal the kidneys of tourists and drunken revelers. The organ harvesting legend has been spread before, but this particular chain of emails and faxes, which is, what they did in the 90s, became so popular that the New Orleans police were forced to issue a statement. They refuted the rumor, fearing the city would lose revenue because scared travelers were cancelling their Mardi Gras plans.
Number 8.
Lonely Girl 15. This one is admittedly pretty cool. In 2006, an average teenage girl named Bree started video blogging about her life under the username Lonely Girl 15. People tuned in to listen to her average teenage problems until the updates took an unexpectedly sinister tone. All of a sudden, details emerged about the bizarre cult her family was involved in. It turned out the whole thing was a scripted video series, sort of like a found footage horror phenomenon. It successfully fooled a lot of people though. Bree, who turned out to be fictional, even had a MySpace page which she would use to interact with fans.
Number 7.
The post 6 p.m. work ban in France. Working hard or hardly working. 2014, The Guardian posted a factually inaccurate article suggesting that the French government had made it illegal for its citizens to work or take work-related emails after 6 p.m. The law The Guardian refers to is actually just an agreement that affects only a minority of French workers in very specific industries. The 6 p.m. part of this pseudo-curfew seems to have been plucked from thin air, as there is no mention of any specific time in the agreement. This shows the effect a misreporting from a reputable media source can have.
Number 6.
Fallacies. Over the years, Apple mania has grown and grown. Unfortunately, our culture seems to grow paradoxically stupider as technology advances. To illustrate this, some internet pranksters created a string of hoax memes and videos about the most popular Apple products. One video used pseudoscience to demonstrate how you could charge your iPod with nothing but an onion and a glass of Gatorade. Sadly, thousands tried it. I'm shaking my head, but at least a few onion farmers enjoyed a spike in sales. Another hoax ad tricked iPhone users into believing the iOS 7 update had the power to make their handsets waterproof. Worse still, a recent hoax had iPhone 6 users trying to wirelessly charge their device with a microwave. Don't do this.
Number 5.
The Syrian Hero Boy. This comes hot on the heels of Coney 2012, a controversial viral video that aimed to convey a serious political message. Syrian Hero Boy is a minute-long clip of a Syrian boy in a war zone. The boy takes heavy gunfire, but is able to get back up to save a nearby girl. The video had reasonable production values and was believed to be authentic. However, skeptics who studied the footage noted that the boy, who was shot in the chest, falls forward, and that it is extremely unlikely a child could sustain the depicted injuries and get back up. The film's Norwegian director Lars Klevberg said he made the film to bring media attention to the harsh realities of children living in war zones.
Number 4.
Internet wins Taylor Swift concert for deaf school. So in 2012, thousands of Facebook users banded together to hijack a contest in which the grand prize was a live concert by Grammy-winning superstar Taylor Swift. Although over 14,000 schools participated, the runaway winner, thanks to some internet vote fixing, was Boston's Horace Mann School for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. The prank's implication was that only the hard of hearing could appreciate Swift's music. Unfortunately, the school had to be disqualified once the internet-born deception was discovered, but Swift took the classy route, offering the institution a cash donation and free concert tickets to any interested students.
Number 3.
Kentucky Fried Compact Disc. In 2009, American R&B star Ciara became the target of a strange and unconvincing hoax marketing campaign. Apparently, some Photoshop wizard whipped up a fake coupon for a KFC meal deal that featured Ciara's latest album as a free extra. The image was amateurish and the deal unlikely. A large original recipe sandwich and drink for $4.99 with a new release CD worth whatever CDs went for in 2009, thrown in absolutely free. Still, people bought into this, and Ciara was slammed by critics for what was perceived to be a desperate marketing campaign.
Number 2.
Redheads face extinction. Many websites and newspapers have reported that redheads will one day die out. Simply isn't true. Redheads are something of an anomaly, representing about 1% of the world's population. The gene that governs hair color is recessive, meaning both parents must have a copy in order to produce a redheaded child. 4% of humans carry the gene responsible for red hair. You don't have to have red hair to possess this gene, meaning anyone can have it and not know it. 2 redheads are unlikely to make a brunette, but 2 brunettes can make a redhead. Recessive genes can become rare, but they don't disappear completely unless everyone carrying the gene dies or fails to reproduce. So while red hair may remain rare, enough people carry the gene that, barring global catastrophe, redheads will continue to appear for some time. Myth busted.
Number 1.
Catfishing is a growing trend of internet fraud. Perpetrators create false online identities, sometimes entire social circles, with the intent of manipulating others into romantic relationships. We're not talking old or photoshopped display pictures. Catfishing is a highly sophisticated form of deception. It isn't just gullible older internet users who are getting duped either. Hundreds of savvy young web surfers are also getting taken for a ride. These internet predators give a range of reasons for their scamming ways. Some do it for revenge, others are lonely, bored, or curious. Obviously, they prey on vulnerable people and can create huge emotional, psychological, and financial damage if given the chance. Internet daters keep your wits about ya. That 6-foot leggy blonde who dodges your dinner invites yet requests you pay her phone bill is probably too good to be true. That's it for this countdown. And have a good one! Our culture seems to grow paradoxically stupider as technology... I sound like an idiot myself.